got a lot of shine.
Welcome to episode 455 of Fourth and Jawn. I'm Gail Saunders here with Evan Hollywood Hearn and Mr. Tim Kincaid in the building, all the way from AZ, bringing you the good vibes. The good vibes is it's Dallas week. If you're not excited for Dallas week, I don't know if you're a real diehard fan. We're a diehard Eagles podcast, so we're always geeked up for the Eagles. But Dallas week has a different meaning. I'm going to be honest with you. The Cowboys are falling apart, it seems. Dak might have an injury, hamstring hanging off the bone. Could be a wrap for the season. So we might not even see Dak this season. That is real talk. There's Deron Bland is injured. DeMarcus Lawrence is injured. A lot of injuries. CeeDee Lamb could be playing this week. But the point of the matter is, no matter how bad and down they are out, I'm willing to kick them while they're down. So that is Dallas week, and it's always Dallas sucks. Mm-hmm. It's always Dallas sucks. Shout out to Crafty Jawn. If you look for a Dallas Sucks chain, go to craftyjawn.com, man. He's making a lot of great chains and making a lot of great memories. Got a big shout out to Mike from Australia. Came in to the tailgate with his son. I bumped into Mike. He went to a tailgate, NFC Championship, Minnesota game. Him and his brother from Australia. Ran into him again at the pro shop with his son. His son is all geeked up about just his overall experience with being at the first time at an Eagle game. His one thing that he wanted, he got all these jerseys, chains, what have you. He said the only thing he wanted was the Dallas Sucks chain.
That's a real one. That's a real Eagles fan.
He runs into I tell Rich brings a Dallas Sucks chain, gives him the chain at the tailgate. I'm driving by the link today. I see Mike and his son Alex on the side of the road. I'm like, what do you guys are still here? And he's like, I was like, you guys need a ride. I gave him a ride back to their hotel. And just, we were just talking. He said that was the best part of his trip was getting a Dallas Sucks chain.
That's awesome.
So, shout out to that's my Dallas Sucks story. Shout out to Mike and Alex.
And you're just supplying future generations with Cowboys hate, man. And that's just kind of exactly leading me into what I wanted to say is that isn't it great? Isn't it great when your ops are down? You know what I mean? For you most hated enemies are just down on their luck and looking like shit. It's a great time to be alive. The Eagles, obviously, we're heading in the right direction. We've got a nice win streak going on. We have the opportunity to hand Dallas their 5th straight loss. And then after us, they got Houston, and then they got the new and improved Washington Commanders. That is a tough stretch for Dallas. Do I feel bad? I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. I'll tell you that, man. I'm really hoping that, guys can treat this game as an opportunity to really ball out. I'm thinking about guys like Quinyon Mitchell who haven't gotten that first pick yet. Cooper Rush seems like a great opportunity. If they're going to be down, they're going to have to be throwing the ball. And, with all the injuries that they have, especially with Dak being out for the year, I don't know. I feel like there is plenty of opportunities for turnovers. There's going to be plenty of opportunities for sacks. I just there's no excuse as to why this defense shouldn't eat. And, Saquon should also do his thing.
Set the scene is basically set the scene is basically like, you got that person that's going to fall and they're like trying to catch themselves like on a bench or something like that. And you just kick them anyway. Like, just fall. That's
300 people down into the hole.
Yeah. That's what we need to do to the Dallas Cowboys. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Curve stomping the Dallas Cowboys. It's one thing where, you're a rival and then next thing your team, your dad teaches you and he's like, yeah, these are the bad guys. These are the bad guys, Tim.
My dad said the exact same words.
My dad's like, these are the bad guys. You don't want to be with those guys because And I'm like, Dad, they have a star. Like, that's pretty cool. No, these are the bad guys. And I was like, okay, all right. So I remember going to school, and I'm from South Jersey, and there is some Cowboy fans in South Jersey.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. And I remember going to school, and I was like, "You're a bad guy," and my teacher's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Because you like the Dallas Cowboys." And she goes, "I'm not a bad guy. I'm your teacher." I'm like, "No, Miss Coffee, you're a bad guy because you like Cowboys." Mine. So. Fast forward. I teacher parents conference goes. My dad goes. My dad comes. The teacher, Miss Coffee, shouts at Miss Coffee. She's like, "Your son Tim said I'm a bad guy," and he looked at me. He's like, "She a Cowboy fan?" And I'm like, and he's like, "I'm so sorry. I teach my son that Cowboy fans are bad people or bad guys, not bad people, but bad guys." So that's my little story. I pass that on to my daughter. My daughter cannot stand Dallas Cowboys fans, so I just had to share.
Doing your part.
I mean, that's the beauty of the tradition. I think Eagle fans. I think in the Concepcion household, other known as the Prime household, his brother being a Cowboy fan and him being an Eagle fan, it's kind of like a movie story. One was separated at birth, and the other one grew up in this grungy. But anyway, one's a Cowboy fan, one's an Eagle fan. It's almost like a documentary. We could do something on that. But I think in general, I just think these traditions get passed on to you. It's for me. I hated. For a while, I hated the Giants more than the Cowboys. As I got older, I've grown into my hate for the Cowboys because I see the Cowboys fans in the Philly area. They just have that
gross
tone.
It is nasty. It's nasty work.
Because I'll tell you what the thing is that you can't help the feeling as an Eagles fan growing up, and there being multiple Cowboys fans with no allegiance to Texas, Dallas, anywhere in that area.
Thank you.
It just feels like you want to be the guy that twists the knife. You know what I mean? Like, think about how much of a loser you got to be. What?
Hold up.
A little violent, man.
Thanks.
I'm talking about.
How many bodies? How many bodies you got? How many bodies you got, pal?
I'm talking about salt in the wound. You know what I mean?
Hold on. Time out. First of all,
you gotta handle what you gotta handle.
Evan is a low key Mortal Kombat character. Okay,
lone shark.
Free talk, brother. Free talk.
Evan could be one of the lone sharks. Lone wolves. But shout out to Heather. Heather is in the Cowboy territory. I know she has to battle. I'm sure the taunting from Cowboy fans. I think this is her opportunity to shine. She says that she wants to split. She doesn't want to split the season. She wants to win both. I get it, man. I get it. I think even it's the next time we play the Cowboys is in December. Could be a little early Christmas present. I'm with that as well. I just think again we're not laughing at injuries or like glad that players are injured. We just know that the Eagles, when they went on that Super Bowl run, right? Mm-hmm. We had a lot of guys injured, and what happened? The next man stood up, and the next man helped this team propel to win a Super Bowl. Wentz went down.
You had a backup quarterback.
Nick Foles came in. Yeah. Now they have their own version of Southwestern Wentz with Cooper Rush. But other than that, I feel like this is a great opportunity to build off what the Eagles have done the last couple games. It's not even as much as people were poo-pooing on the ideas of stacking dubs and their opponents that we've faced, you have to go out and get these W's and keep stacking them because we were trying to win the NFC East, y'all. So I don't care what they look like, go get the dub.
Yeah, you absolutely have to. I mean, you have to get as many as possible, especially in this division. I mean, you look at the Commanders, they came out of absolutely nowhere this year. And, we all expected them. Well, I don't know if everybody, but there was a wide acceptance that the Commanders were going to improve this year. I mean, they put some solid things in place, but I don't think that anyone was expecting them to be this good this soon or at least look good as they are. So I'm intrigued to play them. But you can't you can't give up any wins. You have to compete with them. They're ahead of us right now. So
yeah.
And then
go
ahead, go Tim.
I mean, but this is why I gotta say this real quick. When's the last time you seen our division be this like tough? And especially with the Commanders. I mean, let's be honest. If the Cowboys didn't have the injuries they would have had, they would be okay, right? The Giants, they've been in the basement for a while. Yeah. But the Commanders, like, bro, like they've been in the bottom of the basement. I mean, they got leaky faucets and duct tape stadium.
Yeah.
And just to see the competition rising like it was back in the day with the NFC East is just something to be like, yo, it's like a badge of honor. You know what I mean? Because they used to call us the black and blue division. We were that division that was like, yo, if you're coming out of the NFC East, like, you know what's happening. You know what's up.
Being battle tested. I think we all kind of, this is how I felt as soon as Snyder left. I thought they would get their stuff act together. The fact that they got themselves a quarterback was amazing because I thought it was a good prospect for them. But it's weird because the Eagles have to play 2 games within 5 days. So it's like, can you prep? Can the coaches get the mindset for our players to not look forward and overlook the Dallas Cowboys? Right. And again, it's hard when you know they're starting quarterbacks out. Cooper Rush comes in like CeeDee Lamb is dealing with an AC joint. I don't know if you guys saw the injury report, but there's a lot of guys that are banged up. I know Zach Martin was dealing with injury. I heard some other content creators saying Zach Martin might be a little washed gang.
Ooh.
I mean, and you remember last time they played, after the game, he was all in his fields talking to Jalen Carter, but that man will give him the work. So I think, it's just a lot. They're banged up. I mean, Tyler Guyton, me and Tim interviewed him at the Senior Bowl. He did tell Tim
neck injury.
He's dealing with a neck, and I think he might have to sweat it out because he's got Josh Sweat. I'd like to see that.
I like that. I like how you turned that. I see you.
He's trying. I mean,
so which unit do you think of the Eagles performs the best this week? Has the best opportunity to perform good?
I think the offensive line and the running game. I really think they're. I mean, the way that they're giving up yards in explosive plays. The Eagles have this guy. I don't know if you know him, but he sometimes you could see him reverse hurdling people.
Saquon Barkley, right?
Saquon Barkley has the amount of explosive runs he has on the season. Dallas Cowboys haven't seen nothing yet in terms of someone of his caliber. So I think the running game. What say you, Tim?
I'm going to have to say the defensive side of the ball, which is the secondary. Ever since your son and Coop have arrived in Philadelphia and have been placed in the slot corner position and the outside corner position, this defense has looked just humming. It's just been locked down. I mean, last week they held Lawrence to 40, it was like 40 something passing rating. That's ridiculous. And with the help of that, is the linebacker position as well. But I think my MVP, like the guys I'm looking forward to, is the no-fly zone. This is, like this is where you get your bearings. This is where you're shutting down. And your son has been shutting down wide receivers. I don't want to pump up your head. He's shutting down wide receivers, and he's taking names. Hey, so who's next? Yeah. Bro. I gotta send you this in the chat. They have like an album cover of Quinyon, and it's probably one of the illest photos I've ever seen. Yo, I gotta send it to you.
Better than this one.
I mean.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one,
man. That should be Be a father to your my album would be called "Be a Father to Your Child," man. Me and Quignon. Shout out to Ed O.G. and the Bulldogs. Okay. Shout out to Kathy. If you haven't seen Kathy, she's probably down at the stadium working, always doing a lovely job with her and her sister, bleeding green and working with the green. Awesome. Shout out to Jordan Spector. I was down at the stadium. There was a whiskey festival. Nice. I almost did I didn't want to. This would have been really cool. I called Tim first I was like, I should do this. I should do this show from the stadium because they had free Wi-Fi. I was there in the stadium. I was like, how about I just come out here and sit in the bleachers and do it? I don't know. I don't think anyone's ever done a podcast from inside but I had no lighting source. My batteries were a little wonky.
He was scared.
Big
Big Dom was about to come out there. Hey.
If they call Big Dom, like, yo, this 4th and Jawn guy is doing a podcast from the club seat.
Come on, buddy. Get up.
Get this guy. I'm gonna be real. Shout out to Lowski. We got tickets in the club level, and I think it's changed my life. Club level, bro, it's very. If you sit up club level, that's my first time ever.
Breaking news: rich people got it better.
Bro, I was like, like Chappelle episode. I was like, there's good credit. Like everyone up there got good credit. They walking around. They got Grey Poupon. They no lines for the bathroom.
Oh, hold up.
My language.
Hey, hold up.
People drinking beers like this.
Gail was in the club area. He was like, "Oh, City Hall at the cheese party." Damn, that's some good ass cheese. I
was like,
how you didn't tell me this cheese is this good?
I was like, you got this up here. I was like, I've been down there with
Mr. Grey Poupon himself right now. Well, I'm only going.
It's kind of, bro. There's no the bathrooms are nice, clean, nice. No issues. But
nice.
You know, I'm saying I that's my first time. That is my first time in the club level.
I've never been in suites. Never.
Everyone's all acting all proper. No, you cut me first. No, go ahead. It's okay.
You see,
hey, was it
the
free
Frugal
food?
Gang can't justify this.
Was it free food, free drink?
No, bro. But I got my ticket for $92. Is what I'm saying.
But was the food free?
No, it was not free.
Oh, okay. I got you.
But like, if you want to wait for your tickets and not buy your tickets ahead of time.
Oh, you over here sharing the secrets of the game.
I'm telling you.
Free 99, baby. Giving them free 99 game.
Shout out to AJ in the building. AJ in the building. Obviously, AJ is excited about the news of her boo thing, Dallas Goedert, being back in Dallas. He's been practicing, full participant. I know AJ's got to be excited for that. She could be Dallas's number one fan.
Yeah,
definitely is.
Definitely.
Now I'm looking forward to Dallas coming back. Do you think that Dallas is going to get the same kind of volume as Mr. Calcaterra?
Nah, yeah. Listen, first of all, you're starting something because that's your son. Stop it.
Son on son crime.
I think he'll get more of a load, more of an opportunity.
Back to reality.
Pause.
Back to reality for your son.
More of an opportunity. As he hawks down the sandwich. The mesh concepts. The mesh concepts. I think that's where Dallas can do his dirty work in the middle of the field as well. And I also want to see some Dallas Goedert screens. We haven't seen that all year. What's up?
Yeah, AJ, I hate to inform you, but I'm all about the tight end controversy. I don't know if you remember, but this was brought to you by Mr. Trade Zach Ertz himself back in 2020.
Yes.
Disrespect. Not even the body wasn't even cold yet.
Yeah,
bro.
Still blocked.
Julie Ertz is looking at you like you crazy.
Heather, she says, I'm definitely not club level caliber. Yes, you are. I mean, it's you can be if you wait long enough to get tickets, is what I'm saying. For all these people that always call me about tickets, it's the wait game, okay? If you play your cards right, 40-yard line, best seats. Best seats.
AJ actually bringing up a point I didn't even think about. Dude, we're gonna have to go against Ertz and a competent team where he plays a role.
Ertz is in Washington.
Kind of gross.
It is gross. When I seen him sign with the Commanders, I remember when Tiki Barber said that Saquon was dead to him. I said the same thing to Jalen. I mean, not Ertz. I was like, "You're dead to me." Like, and like I would say this, man. Like, if you feel like you still can rise your game up to the competition, especially being a professional football player, like go ahead and be all means. But damn, bruh, really, Ertz, you really had to go to the.
It was JP for me, man.
It's all good,
Yeah, JP. He went to Dallas too.
Oh yeah, that was disrespectful.
That one hurt. Yeah.
How you gonna be a 40-year-old tackle for Dallas?
Yeah, that hurt.
That kind of
for me. Oh, go. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say that kind of hammer home the fact that I'm not driving all the way to Cleveland.
Yeah. for his induction.
I don't want to be bitter Betty, but that I was like, bro, don't do that.
Which one hurt you the most, though? Was it just JP hurting you the most? Because I can tell you who hurt me the most.
I think it's JP. Yeah, I mean
Deshaun hurt me.
Well, I mean,
that one I understood, bro, because the context of it, he got ousted out of here,
but he didn't go to the Cowboys.
He was when he did the whole kicking the Eagle thing. I was
Thank you,
dude. I was sitting there as an Eagles fan. I was like, you know what? We deserve it because he didn't want to leave, bro. He loves Philadelphia.
I know, but when he did the thing and he kicked it, man, I hurt my feelings, son.
If I got kicked out by my team, I understand, bro.
But if Deshaun did that in a Cowboys uniform, that would have
tasted differently.
Most definitely.
I want to go on.
Well, I mean, a lot of people don't remember when Randall Cunningham played for the Cowboys.
That hurt too.
That hurt. I might have to talk to him when I see him.
Let's go way back then. Carmichael.
Also played with Cowboys.
Carmichael played for the Cowboys too. That one, I was like, bro, why?
Well, it's all good.
Brother.
So speaking of injuries, we had a guy, Devontae Smith, who popped up on the injury report. Did not practice yesterday. He was limited today, so which is good. Nolan Smith did not practice either. He had a groin injury, was limited today. Ben Van Sumeren dealing with a concussion, did not practice on Wednesday. Limited, Mr. Limited. AJ Brown, he was dealing with a knee injury. He was limited on Wednesday. Full participant on Thursday. Josh Sweat was dealing with a hip. Was limited on Wednesday. Full participant on Thursday. Darius Slay, coming back from a groin, limited on Wednesday, full Thursday.
Wow.
Cam Jerkins was dealing with a wrist. Limited on Wednesday, full on Thursday. Mekhi Becton dealing with an ankle, limited on Wednesday, full Thursday. Fred Johnson, who had that cheap shot to his knee on the Jalen Hurts run, limited on Wednesday, limited on Thursday. Bryce Huff, dealing with a wrist injury, was limited on Wednesday, full participant on Thursday. Jeremiah Trotter, full participant today. And Anai Smith, full participant, and Dallas Goedert, full on both days. So that's a cool thing. It's funny because I rolled up outside the practice and I could see through the bushes. I wanted to get out the car, and I thought about trucks immediately.
Yeah.
But they had a guy on the bike rolling outside the fence.
He hit him too many times, bro.
They had a security guy, but you could see them at the stoplight practicing. It's a stoplight. But
and he's on the phone with me, and he's like, "Yo, you hear the music?" I was like, "Man, I wish I was there. I would have gotten trees. I would have gotten trees."
I almost feel stalkerish when you head to the stadium and you're outside and driving by like. I'm like, this guy has problems. Tim Perkins asked, should we sit AJ this week and have him ready for the commodes?
If he's ready to go, I say he's ready to go, man.
Yeah.
I say by halftime, if you know it's a blowout, sit him.
Yeah. If we're sitting there 24-0 at halftime, there's no reason for him to play the second half.
Right. I mean, at that point, I want to see some Kenny Pickett. You know what I mean? Yeah. Did you see that the Eagles released Will Greer?
No.
Really?
But good.
They released him and
get that stank off of him. I could see him going to Dallas though, just to be
exactly
for recon purposes. Yeah.
Right. I mean, because I think they got Trey Lance and Cooper Rush, so they can probably go back and go get Will Greer. I'm just glad that 13's
crazy?
Gone.
Isn't it crazy that I mean, Carson Wentz obviously had a fall from grace, but dude, Trey Lance really falls under the radar as far as like, dude, he was drafted top 5, wasn't he?
Bro, the Niners gave up everything. They gave up a lot to go get him.
Yeah,
and he didn't pan out. The Niners got lucky, like at all. Like, Niners got lucky, man.
It was the hairline. If you, as a barber, as a barber, and also ball gang.
Yeah.
When someone allows their hairline to be that
abused,
that, you just don't keep on rolling out that hairline. Then it becomes a. I'm not gonna. There's somebody at home listening to this, and their hairline is like jacked up.
They need to hear it, though, Gil.
As a barber, I will tell you. I had friends that would tell me,
"You gotta let it go."
How long do I got? And I'm like, you probably got about 3 months. If you want to get ahead of the game, we could just cut your head now. But Trey Lance went a long time, and now you see where he's
at him in the chair, like.
Yo, Trey Lance. They're both Treys. Trey Lance, Trey Young. I know one's a basketball player. Yeah. One of them, like, I know you see the picture, bro. With a little kid is
the lollipop with hair on
and the hair on it. Come on, son. Cut that shit off.
So funny. I think he did just shave it. I'm pretty sure that Trey Young did just go full shave.
I'm saying he did a hair club for men thing. Bro, I mean, come on, man. Like, again, you could. There's no running from this, or you can.
Turkey.
You can get that. I've seen some. I've seen some of my homies that have gotten done, and I'm like, now all I get is on Instagram is some random like hair follicle treatment. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to see this. I'm not trying to see this. What I am trying to see is this offense really put up some numbers. Because last time me and Prime were down there, I know early in the comments someone asked if we were going to be headed down there. We are not headed down to Dallas this week. Saving up our ducats for the LA trip, so that should be a good time. I think after they left that stadium embarrassed last year, they all remember. The North remembers. So I figure this is a good time to put up some numbers, man. I do think, on the last couple episodes, we've talked about the strength of the Eagles being that the running game has been a big part of their identity. I feel like why not just keep on hammering home with Saquon? I think Saquon.
Let me go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, let me read off the last 3 games for you right here. Saquon Barkley since the Giants game, 176 yards. This is just rushing, by the way. Versus the Bengals, 108, and versus Jacksonville, 159. You want to take the ball out of that guy's hands? He's red hot right now.
Right.
I mean,
feed the rock to Saquon.
Saquon, it's amazing to have such a talent like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I did think about you, Evan, after he reverse hurdled.
That is something I would do.
I said, I was wondering. I was like, I wonder where Evan stands on which running back he would like to have. Has it moved the needle?
This man's sticking to his guns. I don't know why you asking this question.
Listen,
where you at now?
I think it's an unfair question because what has developed since what's happened?
Unfair question. What?
Let me explain.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let me explain. Statistically, Derrick Henry has even better stats right now than Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley fits this offense great. Who's to say that Derrick Henry wouldn't have also fit this offense great? I, though, have grown to really like and respect and enjoy Saquon Barkley as a person. I think that he fits the culture here tremendously. I don't know enough about Derrick Henry as far as a locker room guy. I got to know that about Saquon Barkley because he joined my team. Maybe Derrick Henry is also a leader. It really could have been either one of them. I don't know. But we got Saquon, and I'm happy. We got a good running back. That's the bottom line.
You didn't answer your question, man. That was a
yeah.
What are you running for?
You kind of copped out on it. You kind of copped out on it.
Who would I rather have?
Yeah.
Saquon.
Oh!
I can't speak against Saquon right now. What am I going to sit here and say? I want to have someone else when he's killing it.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Let's.
I was literally wondering because I was like, Go ahead.
I was going to say, do you guys, even though I was all in on Derrick Henry, what was my season-long bold prediction?
He's on pace, and you're correct, sir.
For 2,000 all-purpose yards, he has 925 rushing yards and 146 receiving yards. And we've got 8 games played, so over 1,000 at the halfway mark.
I will say this though, this question was going all over Bleacher Report and I believe Twitter. Do you feel that the Eagles are using Saquon a little bit too much?
No, I feel like I mean, let's look here. How many actual carries?
Yelled at me on that one.
Because all right, on the last game, 27 carries. I think that's your limit. I think that I think 27 carries is the absolute max. I really wouldn't want to go above 25.
Gotcha.
But I mean, if he's rolling, he's rolling. I understand, you know.
Bob from Down Under wants some fresh.
Y'all didn't even answer my question.
No, I'm about to answer it. I'm just trying to give the comments life of their own from Down Under. But I do think I think he's fine. I think the way that they're using him in short yardage sometimes. I mean, like in a perfect world, 20 carries is good. With the amount of shot plays we're putting up, I think nice little balance. But I'm not trying to. I agree with Bob. I'm not trying to
beat him into the ground.
Nah, because I seen what they did with him in New York. I think because the real test is the playoffs. Like we need him for the playoffs. So it's great. It's great and all for the Giants. I mean, it's great and all for the regular season. But he's got to maintain that freshness. And again, I'm like Tim said, I will need to see some Will Shipley. Which again, Coach Singleton, Eagles running back coach, bro. The way people say stuff without saying stuff. Because again, I'm not trying to I am trying to, but I'm not trying to get some juice. But he was very excited about what Will Shipley brings to the table. But I know Giants fans are all in their feels. I hear from them all the time. But I do think you have to stick with what's hot right now. This is the perfect opportunity with Micah Parsons is potentially back this week. They're dealing with a lot of injuries. Sam Williams was out for the season. Marshawn Nealon out. So run on them on the edges. Like you could really just control the game.
Right. The only thing that the Cowboys have right now is their linebackers. I did see that Kendricks was hurt. Eric Kendricks, former brother of Eagle, Michael Kendricks. And what was the other? Overshawn. Overshawn, he's another bright spot of their defense.
He is good. Yeah.
He's pretty good. I mean, 6'4", dude can run, athletic, but not enough. Not enough.
Did you sneak a burrito? What the hell was that?
He's hungry. He's hungry.
Hey,
What were you gonna say?
How professional was that? You had no idea.
It was nice. It was nice.
Had no idea. So Julie is asking if CD is playing this week. You were going through the injuries. You said that he was a limited participant today, or
CD Lamb. I think. Let me see. Hold on a second. CD Lamb was limited. He was Mr. Limited two times this week. But I'm saying, like, the AC joint, you can play with that. I know that the content creators that were at work with the Cowboys, they said that he couldn't put his luggage in the overhead compartment. He needed another player to lift his bags.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
You guys scared of Mingo now that their big trade deadline acquisition?
Oh, they got Mingo?
Yeah,
they got. That's who they traded for from the Panthers. Jonathan Mingo.
I mean, people were hyped about Mingo coming out of the Senior Bowl. I think
12 catches for 121 yards.
I think for a development piece, if you think he's, but I'm not, again, I mean, they're running back. I mean, you have the elder statesman in the room with Zeke Elliott, but Zeke Elliott is not that dude anymore.
Dude, he's also just been a problem for their locker room as well.
Really?
I mean, he wasn't in. Did you hear about last week? It was last week, right, Tim?
Yeah, it was last week.
That he didn't even. I think he was a healthy scratch because of like discipline problems in the Cowboys locker room. Like I think he showed up to practice late so many times, and so
not showed up to meetings. Yeah, he missed a couple of meetings. Yeah.
And then, I mean, Rico Dowdle is that dude for them at the moment, and like we're talking about a Eagles Cowboys rivalry game, and you're pulling out Rico Dowdle as your
secret.
That's a dude.
Yeah,
is that the dude?
It's Rico Dowdle is the starting running back.
That's their dude.
I thought it was Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cooks. You mean
Dalvin Cook? Who was the other guy that they got to?
Deuce Vaughn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. His dad works for the organization. That's right.
But it's funny because they have two prospects that we were very fond of in Cooper Beebe at center and Tyler Guyton. So I think having those young dudes up front, but they're all they're rookies. I think right now, the fact that Zach Martin hasn't been playing that well, Tyler Smith has been struggling a little bit. I think they can get got, man. I just think the way that our front has been playing versus their
Jalen Carter, bro.
I mean, he's going to get the double team, but I just think Sweat, these one-on-one opportunities, guys could be had. I could even see BG getting another sack.
Yeah.
Hey, get that. Jalen Hunt. I feel like Jalen Hunt's going to get some playing time too. I believe he'll get another sack.
AJ believes
I'll throw Nolan Smith in the party too. I think
facts. Sack party, baby.
Okay. AJ says they're using Saquon just right. Bad and Bully says they need to save Saquon a bit. Need him for the playoffs. I will say he doesn't need to be reverse hopping over anyone. That's a little egregious, but that's just me.
I'm the old guy. That's yelling at the players for doing great things. That time I believe is past. As anybody that's still available probably doesn't fall under the qualifications of elite at this point. But if you can get a serviceable guy to make a run, I mean, you guys, we didn't talk post trade deadline. Did you guys? What was your thoughts on Howie not making any moves?
I would have, like I said, I wanted Calais Campbell just for the long run, dude. Just for depth, just his length as when his wingspan goes up, bro, it's that's another secret weapon. I think.
Do you think that Howie kind of viewed the last two midseason trades kind of falling on their face as a reason to just keep the draft picks? And
they must like what they see. I mean, Fangio talked about it. He talked about making trades. He said most of those don't work out unless they have a reason. Unless you have a reason, or thinking about somebody long term, 2 years or 3 years. But maybe they didn't see that dude.
Don't you think that everything that we have going on right now in a 4-game winning streak and the chemistry and the bonding with this team, do you think that has something to do with this too? It's like, well, we don't really need nothing, right?
I mean, if the vibe is right,
important, right? Like, I mean,
we got Milton
people
Williams,
can go down any given week.
Moro Jomo, who's played some decent snaps.
Yannick Ngakoue do anything for you at this?
That's something that I saw that.
I would kick the tires on it. That's just me. You have a good point though, Evan. For what you said in the chat when I brought this up.
Yeah,
I would kick the tires on it because let's be honest, bro. We're not. Hope is not living up to what he is supposed to be doing, bro. Like, let's be honest, man. Like, the elephant in the room. Let's just go ahead and just put it out there. I mean, what are we ranked right now in the defense sacks? Are we like 11 or something like right now? We're top 15. We're not definitely not top 10.
Tim act like his Google don't work. Yo,
Evan's originally Evan likes to do that because he got the TV up right in front of him.
Yeah, it's a flex. That's elite.
Yeah,
he's I'm rich. I got
17th right now.
I got an extra monitor on the ceiling.
But what I'm saying,
it is pretty high up, a little too high.
Yeah, because it looked like you about to break your neck looking. But what I'm saying is, why not? Why not add another veteran presence, something like Yannick Ngakoue, to help us with our pass rush? Because our pass rush, let's be honest, is just Sweat.
No,
it's just Sweat. Like, consistency. Sweat has had 5 sacks in back-to-back games.
5 sacks in 5 weeks.
I'm saying. I'm talking about consistent.
Nolan Smith has had 3 sacks in what, 5 games? 5 weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 sacks in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm saying though, look, the sack leader on the squad is Sweat.
They're 12th in sacks.
Oh, they're 12th. Okay, I thought they were 11, but I wanted to make sure. Yeah, right.
Dad says we really need to get another elite guy on that D line to take that pressure off Carter. I mean, obviously Carter's getting that double team, which is a blessing to all the other defensive linemen on that front. But Puerto Rico says I really think Jalen Carter is going to eat. His ability to stack up these offensive linemen and just shed them like, just
or use them as a weapon and just push them into the play, man. Disrupt.
That Jalen Carter is if you get love from Zach Martin after a game, that should tell you everything you need to know.
Because he's a monster.
And a cool tone says, so Bradbury's still on the team. Okay. Hey, you never know when you're going to have to break him out if something happens. It's just one of those things.
But then he fell his physical.
It's like when you have you got snacks and then you put the snacks in the back cabinet for a rainy day. That's what James Bradbury.
I get you.
And then you leave them back there too long and they get stale.
Oh, that guy.
He'd be like, yo, I got my tasty cakes. My favorite ones, the jelly ones in the back. Oh man, the peanut butter and the butterscotch.
For you to think that the jelly tasty cake is the best one is
that's wild.
But I'll let you have it.
That's wild. Yeah.
How's that wild?
Because everybody in the comments going to disagree.
Nobody likes jelly tasty cake.
As the number one, bro. Like,
that's
come
number one.
What is the number
butter
one?
And chocolate, the candy cake.
It's overrated. Yeah, I get a peanut butter Reese's if I wanted.
It's not a Reese's though.
It's not a Reese's though, bro.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Dad says, I think they didn't want to mess up the chemistry in the locker room.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I
mean, no, absolutely not.
I think that if you can improve the team, you do. And I think that the past couple years, the trades just, I mean, like you think about who was the dude we got from the Bears, the defensive end we thought was going to
Robert
Quinn.
Robert Quinn.
And also hairline.
Whack.
Bring up if you bring up his, when he was signed, bring up his hairline. Again, it proves my point.
Y'all,
you show up with your hairline. You show up with your hairline out of whack. It means you don't care. You don't attention to detail is lacking. It means that you have no self-awareness. There's levels to this. I'm sorry if people in the comments whose hairline are jacked up. The voice of reason.
Y'all something else.
So I mean, Puerto Rico is still feeling the pain about not kicking field goals. I got to be honest with you. I think that while you think that you can beat down Dallas this week, there's zero excuse in the first 3 quarters to just not take points when you're in their zone and it's 4th down. There's zero reason to just, because like we're saying, they're a bad team. So create that gap that they need to close that much bigger. And then when you get down to the end of the game, it's not a sweat. These games have been way closer than they should be. Tiger, thank you. I was trying to think of the other one, Kevin Byard.
Yeah, he was terrible.
Bro.
But here to rebuttal to what you just said about that, taking points. Mm-hmm. The Cowboys defense in the red zone ranks like 32nd. So we should be fireworks. I want to see Devontae Smith rob the safe
Salvation Army again.
Yeah, I want to see that again. I love that. That was
funny.
Mask on, that's always fire.
I liked when people tried to villainize that dude. Like, oh, that's great, stealing from the. It's like what, the imaginary gifts that weren't actually in there. Like, what are you talking?
I'm the Grinch.
Now 843 Drum Legend says Quignon is going to get his first pick 6 on Sunday. Remember, I called it November 7th, podcast episode 455.
All right. 483 Drum Legend. Got you written down.
Yeah, shout out.
And then we'll be
he just looks
backstage.
Right at the camera and he goes, Gail's my dad.
First of all,
dad.
No, he's like, you're not my dad.
I know. Yeah. I know that meme. That meme's hilarious.
You're not my dad.
You're not my dad. And Gil's bitch is gonna come up.
He's like, what? You don't remember? We did that.
Oh my god! Shout out to Julie. She's got to go. Always enjoy listening to you guys. Go Birds.
Go Julie.
Birds.
Shout out to Steve in the building. Always a good time seeing you guys on the road. Obviously, I think Cali was the last time ran into Steve.
Shout out to California, the Eagle fans in California. Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah, man. It's almost time to.
It's almost the time.
AJ, meeting in the middle here. We talk about the red zone. You want to go for it on 4th down? Okay, let me have my extra points. Can I have my extra points? Can I have my extra points in quarters 1 through 3 when you don't need to go for the extra point?
Talk about special teams and kicking it. The one bright spot for the Cowboys, Brandon Aubrey. Dude's got a banger of a leg, dude. He's out here. He can kick it from 60 if you wanted to.
Easily. And not break a sweat either, man. Like,
right.
That his 60-yard kicks almost feel automatic. Like he's definitely impressive, man.
Raxic says, okay.
I was just gonna say, I mean, that's a kicker that kicks mostly in a dome. So you wanna take advantage of that too, man. Like if your kicker should be able to perform with no weather, going on too.
I'm trying to score touchdowns, but if you have to kick those threes, take the 3. Raxic says, leave Nick Sirianni, North Korea. Bro,
Are we playing there this year?
We still support the coach. My thing is like, again, we're kind of like I'm trying to think of. It's not in an angry way. Like I understand what he stands for this team. Because there's some lot of angry fans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not angry. I just feel like needs to be kidnapped for 3 hours.
You're on this, bro. You gotta stop saying that out loud.
And fed cheesesteaks, Evans cheesesteak, play a game of Madden, and then we'll bring it back. I just want to see what it looks like. I
mean, Eagles pride. I get what you're saying, and I will say this, man. I feel like no matter what Nick does, man, these players have his back. So and they're riding with their coach. I know we're not like angry at him, but it's like, yo, bro, take the points. But I just feel like they got his back, man.
That's where I'm at. I'm vibes coordinator. That's all I need you to vibes. And then we got Big Dom on the headset.
Vibe.
Yeah, I mean, she should be good. Tiger Ace says, I feel like you need to take points when they're available. Shout out to Tiger Ace. He says he was at the game, Section 105. Shout out to you, man. That's a good time. Always a good time. Not as good as the club box. I'm just saying. Whole nother level.
That's changed his life.
I don't understand like why I've never been up there. You gotta have a lot of money for those tickets, huh?
For club level, we talk about club level again.
Man, shout out. Derek asked, "Are y'all tailgating at Dallas?" None of us are going to that game. Saving it up for LA. So if you're in LA, just trying to figure out a tailgate, we're working on it right now. Working on it. Mark says, anybody want to talk about the Kelsey incident? I don't really. Did he let a word slip?
No,
I think he did.
Did he?
Did? What did he say?
The F word?
The F word.
The guy. I thought the guy said it to him.
So he said, "Who's the F word now?" After, but that was so he's. But so let me. What the context that I understand is this guy has been harassing him. Jason finally snapped. He turns around, smashes his phone. This guy continues to harass Jason, and then like did something to provoke him again. And Jason got in his face and then said that. The whole thing was just leave people alone, man. Don't be a dickhead and instigate people. Just let people be in their own space.
People love clout, bro.
Especially Kelsey, man. Like, no, I'm saying especially, it's Kelsey, especially. Like you're like he's the legend. Like leave the GOAT be, man.
Yeah, and all these. There's also this weird faction of people that are sitting here saying, "Oh, this guy's going to get a payout. This guy's going to get paid out what the damage of the phone is. Like, you're not going to catch a bag for harassing a celebrity and then him turning around and reacting to that. Like,
hey, man, the apps on that phone, I can't put on my new phone. Right. You're gonna have to pay me for the apps." Speaking of a person who just got the iPhone 16, I was forced to because the phone broke. Right, I was in love with my iPhone 12. And my apps. So I got the new phone. Couldn't take over the apps, which was hurt my soul.
All right. So Mark's saying that Kelsey tossed the phone after he smashed it and picked it up. The kid went to pick it up, so Kelsey jumped in front of the phone and picked it up and said that.
Rather than that, I would have rather had him body slam him. That would have been better.
Yeah, that would have been.
Yeah, you pay for his bills. It's cool. We're a very violent show lately.
Hey, that's B-Dubs money, man. B-Dubs.
We're talking about kidnaps, body slams.
Yeah, you had that in the Embiid incident on the same day. What a time.
Very interested in sports, Philly sports.
Mark said, Gail, I sit club levels. Hey, first time, man. And I've been to a lot of Eagles games. First time. Probably last time. Because
you gotta take out
I'm trying to
refinance the house.
But I'm trying to give you a secret on how to get in there. Wait. You might miss the first quarter, but wait. Okay? All right.
But then you get in the group chat and you got people like me saying, "Oh my God, did you see that play?" And then you're sitting in line going, "Wait, what happened?"
Yeah, when Sidney Brown calls his phone ball, like, what happened?
I know. I came back. I was in the restroom. I came back and I see Evan's text, and I was like, "What happened?"
It's not. It's like yeah. Anyway, let's speak into existence our offensive MVP against Dallas Cowboys.
So I mean, you think about the dynamics of what's going on. AJ potentially could be used less this game because you're trying to preserve him for the Commandos. Saquon Barkley has been on one recently, but let's be real here. How often does Nick Sirianni stick with running the ball before we got to start bullying him again?
Right.
Devontae Smith has quietly been putting together some great highlights so far this season. We all know that Devontae's great, but he's been making some big time plays. And I think that Devontae is a guy that I think about when we think about guys that show up versus the Cowboys. So you talked about him, that celebration, robbing the Salvation Army. I expect a big game out of Devontae, maybe like 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
So you're going for 6. Mine will be. I'm gonna have to go with the captain, Jalen Hurts. Protect the ball and keep the soldiers in line. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing. And don't play down to the competition. You're a better team. Like I can't stand that. So that would be my offensive MVP.
You and Rakshak seeing eye to eye there. Gail, what about you?
I'm trying to I'm trying to ride the Saquon train. I've been wearing the Saquon jersey week in, week out. Still not washed, y'all.
I know we could smell you.
I'm sticking with the motto. I still have Evan's sweatshirt here. Run, Eagles, run. This sweatshirt smells like 90s cologne. What do you get? Jacquard? It smells like Jacquard, buddy?
No, Michael Jordan. He wears Michael Jordan cologne.
Yeah, this hasn't been washed since you left it here.
Yeah, I know, because it still smells like
cheap French cologne. I don't know. But run, Eagles, run, man. It's not even a afterthought. It's more of a way of life. Because it really sets up everything. The deep shots is what I'm all about with with AJ and Devontae. Man, you can hit those at any point in time. We have Dallas Goedert back. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of firepower for a team who is. They're like, you ever see somebody like on roller skates and that one person that doesn't know how to skate is holding onto the railings? This is what this team is right now. And even their own content creators say, one more loss, and we're going to have to start making business decisions. For all the players that are injured, that there's hurt and there's injured, they're making business decisions if they take one more L.
Okay. And
Dak Prescott, if he's out for the season, do you sit a CD Lamb? Do you think about bringing back DeMarcus Lawrence? They're already thinking, and these are the paid by the Dallas Cowboys content creators who are talking like this. So sit them for next year is what they're saying. If they lose,
what you're saying is we could effectively end Dallas Cowboys season in November.
Exactly.
I'll be gone till November.
So let me ask you guys a question. I mean, we love doing the say it with your chest type of thing at the end of the show, but I'm curious, bold prediction offensively. Like you got a bold hot take for any offensive players? Because I got one. I say Mr. Johnny Wilson scores his first touchdown this week versus the Cowboys.
I'm gonna go. I'll take you even further. I say Will Shipley scores his first touchdown.
Okay.
Ooh, so that means that they're already sitting Saquon because it's like third quarter. We don't need him in type stuff. Let the young boys eat.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Puerto Rico is going with I'm going with Shipley, taking Gainwell snaps. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to let's see. Perk says Kellen Moore will be the MVP.
I like that.
I like that.
I mean, think about that too. That's a storyline that's really being pushed under the rug. This is Kellen Moore's first game back. But no, it's not. I'm sorry. He played with the Chargers, or he was coaching the Chargers.
But
regardless,
wearing green.
He's wearing green. He's wearing green, playing. The team where he really cut his teeth. So we'll see.
I mean, Jahan Dotson, man. That is he had that catch last week. I'm sure it's an underdog story waiting to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me tell you about an underdog story, Gail. Underdog is a great app that I have been using to try and make some money here as a video editor. Gotta use some money to try and win some money. If you don't know about Underdog, let me tell you, Underdog is the best place to cash in on all of your takes this football season. I mean, which players are going off, which ones are ice cold, make your entries, and in just a few taps, you could turn your sports opinions into real money. They have a cool game called Red Zone Rush, a game where you won't find anywhere else. Just pick whether or not a player will score a TD by swiping right for yes or left for no. It's just like a dating app. Simple as that. Plus, your entry will automatically be boosted, and you'll get a 51% profit boost when you play. Underdog is the best place to play champions, so sign up and deposit now using promo code Jawn to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. If you are looking to bet, you must be 18 or older. You got to be 19 or older in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, and 21 plus in Massachusetts and Arizona. You must be present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org. In Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. And in New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-369. Underdog Fantasy.
Yes, sir, man. If you're trying to play and you need tips, Evan Hurd might be your guy. I know Tim be always talking about his little plays out here.
My parlays.
Yeah, but get into it. Heather says that was a long ass commercial.
Yeah, I tried to do that legal part as quickly as possible. You heard me, man. I don't got the voice speeder upper during production.
I was about to say that I need a little voice speeder upper.
Mark says I can't see Frugal Gang throwing down big bets. Yo, Frugal Gang over here bets like $1.
$2, baby. $2.
And then brags like, yo, hey, I hit all on my plays this week.
$250.
I hit on all my plays. Kyle says that Dean predicted the future with his pick. Not sure if you guys saw it or not.
That was really dope. Yeah, super dope. And I love the camaraderie and the chemistry that Vaughn and Dean have. They once one of them gets a turnover, they give the ball to each other. So he's like super dope.
I saw that. I see. Super dope. Speaking of defensive players, let's go with our defensive MVP.
Defensive MVP. I mean, you keep talking about how they're going to be doubling my man Jalen Carter, but I tell you what I keep saying is Jalen Carter is the next perennial defensive tackle in this league. So there's nothing that can stop this man. It's an unstoppable force and a very movable body in front of him. So I think Jalen Carter eats this game. I'll put him down 3 sacks on Cooper Rush. Have yourself a day.
I'm going to go with somebody that needs to redeem themselves. And it's been kind of lost in the shuffle. Had a good game against Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to CJ DJ. I think he has 2 picks.
Ooh, okay.
I think I'm gonna go. I think Sweat might be on one this week.
Yeah.
I think he could get 2 sacks this week. He had 2 last week, but I do think he's going up against a rookie. I think this is where you make that rookie play. And even though Tyler Guyton was a great interview, there was a little bit of the stank, the Cowboy stank.
Yeah.
And I think it's time to make him pay. It just seemed like he didn't want to be an Eagle, even though he was mentored by Lane Johnson. They talk about that mentorship. He said Lane's like a brother to him, but I could tell in the tone of his voice that he's like, I don't even like the Eagles, nor would I want to play for them. Could you tell that?
Yeah. When we interviewed him, he was kind of like, and then when I seen him at the chicken waffle spot, don't judge me. The Kool-Aid is amazing. Okay,
this guy.
He said, "What?" I said, "I was like, you." I said, "You." What I told him? I said, "You ready to be a future Eagle, huh?" I said, "You ready to be an Eagle?" He goes, "Nah, I'm about to have a star on my helmet." I was like, "Oh," and he goes, "Yo, I remember you." He's like, "I remember you." He's like, "You and your boy, y'all interviewed." I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, I'm probably gonna go." He's like, "I'm going." He's like, I want to go to Dallas, like a dream come true." I was like, "Ugh," but I understood. He played at Oklahoma, so I understood.
If that's your team, I mean, I get it, man. We talked about in the beginning of the show. I have a different feeling for Dallas Cowboys fans that come from the area versus ones that grew up in the Philadelphia area with zero allegiance. If you grew up in the Dallas fan area, I mean, that's a team you grew up with, man. I mean,
Oklahoma is like right next to Dallas.
I can't hold that against you. Yeah.
But I kind of knew right away that because like I said, you can always tell if it's a little off. It's either the hairline or the facial hair.
Oh God, he goes,
bro. Come on, man. You need a goatee or something, bro.
He looks like a pirate. He looks like a pirate.
You knew it was gonna be a. Shout out to Burmy77. He said, Brother Gale heard my British Irish Eagles fan group had an epic time with all you guys last weekend. It was a great time. Again, always a good time seeing everyone. A lot of them partied with us at the tailgate. It was a good time. Everyone, it's just we get to relive everyone's excitement. A lot of people there where it was their first time. At the stadium, at an Eagles game, so we're living through you guys when you guys are here, because the excitement on your faces, it's great to see, and it's a present for us, you know. But shout out to you guys. You got to come back. You got to come out here. We're talking about defensive MVPs. Heather goes, BG is going to have a few sacks, a few big sacks. Okay. Wow. Joe said Dak tapped out before this game. You know,
he did say they suck.
He did say they suck. Burmy says linebacker Bond, defensive MVP. He's had a great year, man.
Dude, and we talk about guys like linebacker is a position that we have really struggled to have continuity in from year to year, even when we get good guys like Kazir White. I mean, remember how big he was for us on defense, and then we just let him walk after 1 year. And I mean, seeing Zach Bond and Nakobe Dean play together, this is something that I'm trying to tie up and have some continuity on for years to come. I mean, I think that those are our future linebackers right there.
Right.
I mean, I just like what we see. They're playing with energy. Running around there, getting sacks, getting interceptions. Speaking of sacks, Puerto Rico says his hot take: Milton Williams gets 2 sacks.
Oh, you're putting out Milton.
Now, a Wealthy Mind says, no matter how stacked our team is in comparison to Dallas, this game finna be close for no damn reason, and that's what Sirianni calling a decent game. Shake my head. We should win, but it won't be convincing.
I'm one that loves to throw a wet blanket, but I feel the opposite.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Ev. I think we beat them at least by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think I think we have our way. I think this is a stomp them in their own
stomp the
field.
Yard. Yeah, out there stomping the yard. Ev?
Just go build some chemistry. You know, and have some fun out there. Stomp the yard.
Hey, I just think there's no playing. Yeah, I've been saying there's no playing with your food in this game. I think. Right. I think this is the game where because I think they took it personal. Because they, believe me, when we were in that stadium, getting it from all these Cowboys fans, it was rough. They got embarrassed. They got thrown out of the club. They did not show up.
What is the biggest concern for you offensively for the Cowboys? Does anything concern you, or like Ferguson?
Dude, to be honest with you, like I'm not really. I can't even come to think of anything that really worries me about their offense.
I mean,
like Rico Dowdle. I'm supposed to. Maybe he pops off a couple like 15-yard runs.
Right.
It's not like I should be scared for this team because I think they've obviously they didn't play juggernauts the last couple weeks, but I think the unity it seems like they're gelling together as a unit. So that's the
You're
positive.
talking about the Eagles.
The Eagles. So their offense, it's not like I'm not really scared. I just do. I really need. I mean, again, their content creators are worried. They are really worried about our front, and they're really worried about our defense. And I believe them. I believe them.
Well, this defense is humming. This defense is just gotten better.
It's gelling. Like each week. We're talking about a 21 and a 23-year-old cornerback tandem who they look seasoned already, and it's only a couple games, and I feel like they're only going to get better.
Right.
Obviously, CeeDee Lamb is a great wide receiver, but he's also hurt.
Do you still feel that you need to? Because this is how I feel. How people have been suffocating the Cowboys' offense is basically bracketing CD and then leaving Ferguson for the under in the middle under just passing the ball underneath, but then tackling him right away. He doesn't really have that many yak yards.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel. People have been kind of putting the Cowboys' offense in a chokehold.
Yeah, I think you got to make someone else beat you besides CD.
Right?
And again, Ferguson serviceable, but I'm not worried about
Turbin.
He's a difference maker.
Yeah,
with like to pop off a big play, but it's not like
I think Mark's speaking my language here. I think we just gotta keep it simple. Their QB stinks, man. I can't get that. They got Cooper Rush out here.
I mean, he's 5-1.
Charge.
He's 5-1.
He's 5-1. What? Not with this. Not with this year's Dallas.
Not with this year's. Yeah. But I'm saying though, like he's a serviceable backup quarterback.
But they couldn't. But my point is that they're having an awful season with their starting quarterback at the helm. Now this same bad team has a much worse quarterback coming to lead the charge. There's no reason that the Eagles defense should let up double-digit points, in my opinion, in this game.
No.
But it's the back of your mind. You're kind of like, oh God, here we go.
I don't really like your shook attitude.
No, I'm not shook. I'm just saying.
Do you hear that? You hear that playing?
No, I'm not. First of all,
that's my beat. That's
my
first
thing.
No such thing of having crooks. Okay,
shook ones
scared
playing.
To look. You're scared. You shook.
Shook ones is playing.
I'm just saying. I know like what he's saying. What was it? Wealthy Mind? Wealthy Mind's basically saying like it's probably going to be close to what it is because you don't see enough tape on Cooper Rush, or they're going to be pulling things off the. They're going to be pulling the rabbit off the hat. But I'm not sure. I believe that we'll beat them by 3 touchdowns.
Maybe we should play Tanner McKee, throw them off a little bit. Haven't seen anything on Tanner. I'm not sure. Ken Will says I'm predicting 4 sacks from the D line and 2 sacks from the linebacker corps. Q's first interception. We've been waiting. The league has been waiting. Guantanamo Bay needs to pop off. Burmy says Eagles defensively must show up. No letdown, please. Vic must be aggressive in his play calling. He's been pretty successful against Dallas's defense.
You gonna blitz Cooper early? Just rattle him?
I think you got to rattle him somehow.
Yeah,
you got to make him seem like it's something's off balance. Because let's be honest, Cooper Rush is a statue back there.
That's
He's not going to run. He's not going to run.
You know what? The quickest way to get the quarterbacks from the A and the B gaps, and that's where Jalen Carter lives.
No. You're gonna see some rushing in. You know what I mean? You're gonna see some nickel corner blitzing in this joint.
I think his ability to tackle in space and gets to the quarterback.
Phenomenal.
That play he made in the slot last week broke up the play. He broke up another fourth down pass play. Yeah. I mean, he got his first coup in the stadium, which was awesome. They had asked him. They said, "Were you?" He's like, "Were you surprised?" He's because it felt like the stadium all knew how to say "coop" at the right time. It was very organic, just like his glow has been organic. Mark Bird talks about get your popcorn ready. Eagles are going to win big. Now, predictions, score predictions. I'll go with you, Tim.
Man, I'm about to say 38 to 14. Go Birds.
Yeah, I mean, Tim, I think we're kind of riding the same wavelength here. But I'm actually gonna go 31 to 9.
9.
That's all they got. They're not hitting double digits.
So you're saying it's gonna be a soccer team. They're gonna turn into Ronaldo and Messi.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I'm gonna go 31-17. 30 burgers should be in the works. I do think
the points.
Players do not. You remember where and when you got your ass kicked, and they remember getting their ass kicked last year at that stadium. It was embarrassing fashion.
And so, do you think that coming off of this game that just passed, and you kind of let your foot off the gas and let a bad Jacksonville team, do you think that is in the back of your head when you're going up against Dallas? You're sitting there thinking, "No, we can't let the same thing as last week happen."
When we talk about the lessons that Jalen talks about, you take from each game and you stack on it, like what they learned from and turning the ball over, what they learned on and not getting turnovers or sacks. Once they started doing those things, everything's been rolling together. I think I just think they got to show out, man.
Do you think this is going to be a statement game if they put up a lot of points? It's going to be a statement game to tell you, like,
I think it's a statement.
Stick a fork in them, clean cake. They're done.
I want to say a statement game because you're like beating on a team that's already beaten down. But I do think it's a
rival, bro. It's a statement game.
Exactly.
No. Like my thing is, if you beat down on the Cowboys and then you handle the Commanders, that's a statement.
Okay,
that is a statement because that is a statement because you run the East. That means that you took out the Giants, threw them in the trash. Right. You took out the sorry Cowboys, put them to sleep for the season, and then the team that runs the NFC East record-wise, and you beat them.
No,
on Thursday night.
But this is what I'm saying. Though.
That's a statement game.
This is what I'm saying, though. That Jags game, everybody's been talking about us. Everybody, and we are the only team. We should be 7-1, but we're 6-2. And when it comes into, I guess I hate power rankings, but media is media, right? Sports Center, ESPN, all of them, right? Everybody's been talking down on us, and we're the only team that I feel that we're the only team right now. Let's say the best, like right now, the best team in the NFC. The NFC is, I might just say Detroit. I feel like we're the only team that probably can go against Detroit because of the physicality in our defense. But everybody is talking down on us like they're terrible. They're only beating teams, or they're only winning games because they're playing losing teams. That's what I'm saying. You go into Dallas, you put 40 on their ass, and you say, "Hey, this is what we're here for." But I do understand what you're saying about going with the Commanders.
Like that to me, that in totality, like beating the NFC East in a consecutive, like that's the statement. That means that we are the team in the NFC East to beat. Like we just took out Commanders after you beat Cowboys. Obviously, I'm not overlooking with the Cowboys, but I think you have to do it in that fashion. Yeah. I mean, it's I mean, the 2 games in 5 days is kind of like annoying.
I'm gonna do you like this though. How does y'all feel about the Commanders making a move? I mean, they made a move and it was really, really significant. We're getting Marshall Lattimore. I mean,
AJ handled them already this year.
Yeah,
all right, my bad. I like the cockiness. You see my man.
I've seen AJ. He put Marshawn in a body bag earlier this year. He put Emmanuel Forbes in a body bag last year. I mean, no one can stop AJ.
Well, AJ didn't play that game, but I get you saying.
What are you talking about?
That's the Saints. He didn't play that game.
I'm saying that move right there, that was, we need to stop the Eagles.
Yeah,
that was like significant. And Dan Quinn said that from that move, they asked him, "Does that move help your defense do significant amount of things that you couldn't do before?" He said, "I would say so." He was laughing about it, like, yeah, we should, yeah. That's that. I think that move speaks directly at the Philadelphia Eagles that we're trying to, obviously he's dealing with a hamstring issue, so he's coming back from a hammy, so the hammy's going to get worked on Thursday. Just saying. Mark Bird says 40-10. Dallas sucks. Heather chiming in with 31-14. Those Cowgirls get lucky in that stadium sometimes. Tiger A says, I just want to win in Dallas so badly, man. We haven't won there in a while. That all ends on Sunday. Rack Shack 30-20. Nick will do some stupid shite, and the Cowboys might get some points. Ken says 30-10. 5 Eagles touchdown, and Nick going for 2 every time and not converting. Jeff says Cooper Rush is pretty good.
Yeah.
But
Cooper Rush is pretty good. Okay.
I'm not saying that like he's like garbage. I'm just saying that like I'm not going to sit here and be like, we're playing Aaron Rodgers or and Aaron Rodgers is not the Aaron Rodgers of old, but I'm just saying.
He doesn't represent the Rush name the same way Neil Peart did from the band Rush.
Oh,
he's got a 360 drum set.
Levels.
Okay, all right, cool.
I mean, this is not like half of his name could be more. Okay, it's just Rush, Cooper Rush.
Speaking of Cooper, did you see Mr. DeGene?
Cooper Cheese.
Got the Cooper Cheese deal. I mean, that's in the bag. Your name's Cooper.
He's also got a Head and Shoulders deal too.
Does he? Nice.
How about
commercials? Commercials kind of whack though.
Kyle says Cooper being a starter completely changed the dynamic of the defense.
Yes, correct.
I agree.
Because nobody wants to see Devontae. Nobody wants to see Devontae getting on that field anymore. Like,
Devontae.
I mean, he's good for the culture though. I will say that he's good for the culture. Special teams, let him cook, but I don't want to see him on the field anymore.
Jeff says beat Green Bay by 20. Okay. I'm just not I'm not going to disrespect Southwestern wins.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just not trying to be disrespectful. That's all.
Put some respect on his name. I get it. I get it.
I don't want to overlook them. I hate that.
Burmy says, Tim, love your enthusiasm. As long as Eagles win in Dallas, that will hurt the Dallas Nation, period.
Shout out to you, Burmy.
I mean, I get that. I mean, that's the overall writing of like on the wall. Mm-hmm. My thing where you write on the wall, Eagles were here, ended your season. That's
that's some good writing. Yeah.
Kyle says Washington will be a statement game if they beat Dallas. They will say it's because they're beat up without Dak.
Exactly.
My thing is, I mean, you gotta play the game. That's it.
If I'm the Dallas Cowboys, if I'm the coaching staff, I'm not starting Cooper Rush. I'm going to start Trey Lance. You trade a 4th round pick for him. See what you got for your future.
Yeah, listen to Tim. Start Trey Lance. do that.
Hairline, bro. Hairline. Bro, that man has a hairline fracture.
Hairline fracture.
There's levels to this.
His hairline is terrible, bro.
Oh God. Anyone got a picture of that? Joe says Cooper Rush gets benched in third and Trey Lance comes in.
That means the Eagles are having a great game.
Yes, sir.
Rackcheck says gonna head out. Dope podcast as always. Let's be Dallas.
Deuces.
In Dallas and go words. Before we get out of here, I mean, a big shout out to y'all in the comments, man. We always appreciate you guys sticking around. Now, if you guys want to vibe out, there's also we've been in talks with Bird Gang Spirits. They're presenting their new bourbon bottle, so if you guys want to go get that, it's a lovely thing here. You can just stop BSing and just get your Bird Gang on. They're celebrating the 75th anniversary of the Philadelphia Eagles' 1949 World Championship. These limited edition bottles are made for the Philly faithful, pre-gamers, tailgaters. That would be us. Diehards and diehard. That would be us. And lifelongers in a partnership with the Philadelphia Eagles and thoughtfully crafted by Philadelphia's own bottled Bird Gang is an easy drinking, no BS tributes to the gritty, hard-nosed ethos of Philadelphia Eagles football that authentically embodies our city's blue-collar attitude. 75 years ago and one fateful year after the great Philly Blizzard game, the Birds were able to repeat another World Championship victory, make an inspiring moment in the franchise storied history. I mean, sweet bottle, man. The whole collection is banging.
Yeah. The artwork. We love some good Eagles artwork.
They also teamed up with Shady McCoy. They had a bottle. He was signing bottles at the stadium last week. I totally forgot about it. It was on a Friday. I don't know where my head was at, but we missed out. And then at the tailgate, somebody dropped off a Bird Gang vodka that paired very well with the Red Bull and vodka.
Very cool.
Red Bull and Bird Gang.
Go get drunk. That's what I gotta say.
He said, "Okay, drink responsibly." Okay.
I like my head being a whiskey bottle. Shout out.
Drink responsibly. Make sure you have the right shape up. If you're out here,
don't be walking around here with a whack hairline.
I'm telling you, man.
Somebody's around.
We can't all be blessed.
Hey,
We
all can't be blessed.
We can't all be blessed, man.
With the beard, we all can't be blessed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't be walking out here like Stevie Wonder did your lineup.
And if you need to shave your head, man. Get it done. But before we get out of here, a big shout out to Bud Light for holding down the tailgate all these years. We appreciate you guys for powering the tailgates as usual. Thank you to Red Bull for always giving the tailgate wings, man. Ain't no party without Red Bull, okay? And then there ain't no party without DJ Lowski. If you're looking for entertainment needs, we're talking clubs, we're talking weddings, we're talking tailgates, we're talking bar mitzvahs.
Quinceañeras.
That's your guy, man. Big shout out to Conchahawk and Italian Bakery. Obviously, we know they're not here these days, but we appreciate them as always. And
shout out Primo.
Shout out Primo.
Primo. And I'm not shook, Primo.
Shout out to Primo and the family. Thinking of you guys. And shout out to Alex, aka Smoking and Son, always giving you that pulled pork or flavorful meats out here, always killing the tailgates. And last but not least, Evan Hearn. If you haven't had an Evan Hearn cheesesteak,
appreciate that, man.
Better
get down there. Get down, get in line, get there quick. I mean, supplies don't always last, man.
Evan was flexing like, it's always great to see a line for my cheesesteaks. And then he likes to see, then I got to console someone in the back of the line. You're not going to get one. Okay. If you're here, it's the show is over for you.
I need another one, Kyle. It's the watermelons.
That's the brand.
Shout out to Red Bull.
Yeah, shout out to Ribbo, man. So last word. Yeah, last word, and also, do you have a say with your chest?
Yeah.
You do.
Last word. Last word though. Shout out to those Georgia Bulldogs. Y'all been balling out for the Eagles. Love y'all, man. I had to say that because I didn't get a chance to say that those guys have been balling out. This is a statement. You're probably gonna be mad at me. Blue cheese is better than ranch.
Oh, with you, Tim.
Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro.
I'm with you.
I got you. I got you.
Is that a hot take?
No, there's a lot of ranch people out there, man.
No, there's a lot. There's too many ranch people.
Too many ranch people out there.
Blue cheese is better than ranch. Don't take that. Don't have no ranch shit on near my wings. Tired of y'all. Blue cheese is better.
I think it's a blue cheese gang in here.
It is blue cheese gang.
Off whites.
I don't know about Primo. Primo, he probably likes ketchup with his chicken tenders.
Yeah, Primo be bugging.
Yo, I think
love that
ranch gang, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. I was at work today.
You know what the main ingredient in ranch is? Mayonnaise.
Word?
So you like dipping your fries in mayonnaise. I know what kind of person you are.
Shout out to Joe Santo, friend zone.
Primo pizza. Checking in saying he is blue cheese gang.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Joe says Cooper Rush getting benched in the third at trailer. Okay. And then he now you want me to get some pizza.
See, now you started a civil war.
I didn't even hear. He changed it quick.
Oh, my bad. So you had anything else to say, Tim? Or is that all?
Hey man, that's it.
All right.
My brother says Joey Diaz said it best. Blue cheese or go home.
I like that.
843 Drum Legend says Tim, you tripping dog. Nothing goes better with lemon pepper wings and ranch.
First of all, I don't even eat lemon pepper.
Oh,
I went to Atlanta and then I got lemon peppered out, bro. Can't do it.
Wicked One said that's blasphemy, Tim. Unfollowed. Ranch is life.
Go ahead.
Ranch and blue cheese taste the same. Hot take.
What?
Ranch is
you,
life.
Sir, have no taste buds. If you're saying that's
what? How you saying that's blasphemy and they taste the same?
You're bugging. What?
That's a contradiction.
What? No.
Yeah, you got a hot take.
I got a spicy hot take, bro. You know what I'm sick of?
What's up?
Big paper. Let me tell you about big paper real quick.
Huh?
They out here that you got to buy napkins and you got to buy paper towels. That doesn't make any sense. It's a paper towel only household. You got to buy tissues and you got to buy toilet paper. You use toilet paper as tissues. You say F big paper. I'm gonna do the right thing. That's all I got.
Yo, FB eating wings with toilet paper at the table. Yo, I got you toilet paper right here.
I don't do tissues, bro. You need to wipe your nose. You go grab a toilet paper roll.
Hey, son. Ev is literally everybody hates Chris. He's his dad. Boy, unplug that alarm clock. You can't tell time when you sleep.
We have Prime has gotten in the chat. He said blue cheese dickhead.
Your headphones on? I already announced it.
He already announced it.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. he just texted that, didn't he?
Sorry, man.
Like 2 minutes ago.
Thank you for joining.
Sorry. Maybe I'm late. He said Evan goes next level with it.
That's right. And you know what? I'm gonna further that more. I've advocated for bidets a lot. That's also big paper. That's telling you want toilet paper. You want it.
Evan.
Yo.
Sorry, I'm on one right now.
Wicked One said was just kidding, but I prefer Wrenchman. Now we all love the jokes, man. We love the jokes.
No, this is joking. This is joking, bro.
Let me see. What last word? Any last words before we get out? For you.
Down with Thunder Mifflin.
We already said my last word.
I
blue cheese.
I said Evan.
Oh, that's where I get off the chest. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Any last words for me, dude? I mean, I feel like the juice is not where it's at this week right now. And I think that has to do with the fact that we are sitting here feeling high and mighty about this game because Dak is out and we're feeling like we're going to roll over on this game. But guess what? That's exactly what we should do. And it should still be just as energetically F Dallas week. I hate the Dallas Cowboys, and I should. Why would you not relish in the fact that the Eagles should beat them down? You should cherish those moments. So let's be happy and let's get juiced up for a Eagles Dallas game.
Let's see. If I'm gonna go hot take, say it with your chest. I'm gonna go. My say it with your chest moment is I didn't know that club level living was.
He's not getting over it. Bro.
No, I'm telling you, like if you see something for the first time, you're like,
he's like he's seen like caviar for the first time. He's like, oh, it's luxury. It's luxury.
I mean, when I sit in prime seats, I'm like, yo, this is amazing. This is great. But I almost feel like I've been duped. I didn't know that obviously there's. I always knew that the box, the box seats were like, wow, you got a box, wow. But the club level seats were, I felt like, man, it's kind of changed my life. I don't like.
Now you got that off your chest.
I'm telling you, it changed my life.
Primo says, "Stop flexing, sir."
I'm not.
When you see that in 2 minutes,
see that.
I'm not,
yeah,
bro.
Primo says, "Stop flexing."
I'm just saying it changed my life. But I
go front. I go front, bro. I'm with you on that one because I just went to the U of A game 2 weeks ago, and I was in the skybox. It is nice. They had a buffet, free drinks. I was in there vibing. I ain't gonna lie, but there's never a bad seat at the link. It's the link.
Oh yeah. I'm just telling you, it's not a flex because that's my first time ever doing it. That's my first time. Like if I did it all the time, that would be a flex.
Tim, and there's also some people that, I mean,
I don't have club level money.
I was gonna say, like you say, there's no bad seats in the link, but sometimes you get too high, legs get a little bit shaky. Yeah, I'm not talking about me.
I'm just saying. I was in those seats. I was like, yo, how'd you get these seats? I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, last word, man. Appreciate you guys in the chat, man. I always appreciate you guys chiming in. Always appreciate the camaraderie. All you fans from all over the country. All you fans from all over the world. It's crazy, man. It's just the Eagle fans that we've run into at our tailgates or just friends of friends. It means a lot to us.
Yeah,
it truly does. I got a message from Mike today, just recently, about what it meant to him and his son about this trip. The fact that his son wearing the Dallas Sucks chain, walking into the stadium, somebody saw him with the Dallas Sucks chain. And they said, "We love your chain, kid. We're going to bring you guys down to the sideline." That having that opportunity, thanks to Crafty Jawn out here, who's making amazing chains. So shout out to Crafty Jawn, man, and Jesse Wines if you're whining about your graphics. But just talking about the community. Community is great. It's always great to meet all you guys in the community. And we love the notes that you send us. It always gives us inspiration to keep moving forward. Big shout out to all y'all in the chat. Big shout out to Primo and the
Who's
fan.
Saying it with his chest that Dallas sucks. That's what he's got to say.
Yeah.
Shout out to Primo.
Well, we will see you guys in the next one. As always, it's Fly, Eagles Fly.
Dallas sucks.
And Dallas really sucks.
F big paper.